What's up, sons? It's Blind Rod with Son of a Tech once again, and today we're going to be talking about KASPA. You could consider this a WTF is KASPA of sorts, or just a talking head video as well. It's a little bit of a mix of both, and that's because, of course, we are very close to KASPA hitting the milestone of 1 penny. And as cryptocurrency goes, people start to get interested in a cryptocurrency that hits a penny. It's kind of this milestone where you have a sub-penny stock or a sub-penny cryptocurrency. It hits a penny and all of a sudden everybody starts FOMOing in. Well, that's kind of the case with KASPA. We're going to talk about if it's deserved from a technical perspective. We're going to talk about if it's profitable for GPU mining and if you should mine it. And we're going to talk about a little why, it is doing this. Let's get into it right after a word from today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is myself. To support the channel, click the join button below the video and you will get access to our privately hosted Rocket Chat. Selecting the $1.99 option will get you access, and after that you need to head over to the membership tab, scroll down, and expand out your membership perks. Find the section for connecting on social media, and in that section there will be a secret registration URL to join Rocket Chat, where you can sign up to enjoy talking with other cryptocurrency enthusiasts and miners without spammers, scammers, or bots. Welcome back. So first things first, of course, we have to take a look at the price. That is the thing that is going to be the driver behind probably your interest within clicking this video, if we're being completely honest. And as you can see, we are at basically 9.7 tenths of a penny. So getting really, really close to a penny. And I think we will hit it just because that is one of those things where people are going to try to drive it to a penny just because mentally they're going to hold on to it until it hits that. The kind of follow-up to that, though, will be, of course, from the perspective of will it maintain a penny? And the thing is, a lot of wallets are in profit on KASPA, but it'll really be dependent on how large the rich list is, which we're going to be talking about here in a second. So, like I said, if you take a look at essentially the chart here over the past month, you can see a meteoric rise going from 1/10 of a penny to 9.7 tenths of a penny, and basically getting ready to go over a penny here, and lots of bullish movement in the crypto Twitter space, as well as in the coin market cap and the mining space and everywhere. And the reason for that is quite simple, right? The reason for that right now, why there's so much excitement around it is one of the only green coins currently available in crypto. There's really not much else. You have little greens that happen here and there, maybe a little bump, and then everything else kind of is doing this over and over again. While if you look at the chart over the past 30 days for KASPA, it's just going consistently up, which is abnormal compared to the rest of the market. That does mean that you can end up in a position where it is not warranted. What do I mean by that? Well, everybody FOMOing in because it continues to go up, not necessarily because it has a good technical background. However, in the case of KASPA, there is validity behind the pump in price. What is that validity is the question, and that actually comes down to a recent test that was done on a rewrite of the programming language KASPA is built on. You see, currently KASPA is built on Golang, or the Google code, and it will be moving over to Rust. In a recent basically test of the Rust rewrite, KASPA hit astronomically high transactions per second. Beyond that of even most proof of stake coins, actually all of this proof of stake coins, just with more added benefit security of being proof of work, and more than any proof of work coin ever by far. You see, currently, as far as proof of work goes, KASPA is the fastest coin currently available. It can do the most transactions per second. But once the rewrite happens, it's faster than proof of stake. And that is definitely something that a lot of people are going to be looking for, because now you can combine the speed of proof of stake and the security of proof of work, which is perfect. So there is a reason behind it. Now you might say, is the development team capable of following through with this? And by all accounts, the answer to that is definitely yes as well. You see, way back in the Ethereum white paper, there was a mention of the modified Ghost implementation. The greediest, heaviest observed subtree protocol is an innovation first introduced by Jonathan Sampolinsky. I apologize if I mispronounce your name there. I know you'll probably be watching the video, so welcome. But essentially, Mr. Jonathan has been working on and publishing papers surrounding cryptocurrency since as early as 2013 and was cited by Vitalik Buterin himself, and portions of this protocol were used in Ethereum. So is the background there? The answer to that question, of course, in my humble opinion, is yes. The development team is solid. You also have Michael Sutton on the development team as well, and we'll be trying to get them on the show. That has been my fault, not the development team's fault. They are ready to get on the show. I've just been working on my own personal schedule. That being said, hopefully we'll get an interview for you guys there. So we've kind of answered that question. The why is the price going up? Is there good technical backing? And let's get into mining KASPA. You see, of course, KASPA is a mineable cryptocurrency. And as such, that means that you can turn on specific PC hardware of sorts to mine the cryptocurrency. And in return, of course, you get a block reward. In this particular case, that block reward was quite high early on and gets cut down, and we'll talk about the emission schedule here in just a second. But they have a pretty good detail here of basically what you can utilize to mine it. It has been adopted by most of the well-known GPU mining software providers such as LOL Miner, BZ Miner, SRB Miner, Team Red Miner, KASPA Miner, and G Miner. It is also now possible for you to mine it with what's known as an FPGA via Team Red Miner. And we have the example over here that was done by Richard Lowe. You can see here they have an FPGA mining via Team Red Miner. And we'll get you those numbers right here on KASPA. Now, what does that mean for GPU miners? Well, it means that the competition is high because FPGAs typically, once they're deployed to a network, have basically a higher hash rate for a lot less power. And that does end up proving out to be the case in this situation as well on KASPA, where you can see we have 2.7 gigahash a second at about 96 watts is what you were seeing. That's going to be much better than the current best GPU, which is the RTX 3070, which if you tune in will be around 450 mega hash a second at 70 watts. It sometimes will be below. It's between 60 and 70 watts. I did 70 watts just to take that into account. And that the next question, of course, is at 10 cents a kilowatt hour, which is where, we kind of test everything at. Is it profitable? And even on GPUs, if you're not getting into FPGAs, etc., KASPA currently is profitable, albeit by very little on an RTX 3070 at 8 cents a day. But if you do tune it in, and you can follow either a video on my channel or on Red Panda Mining channel to get the overclocks, etc., get tuned in, the RTX 3070 is profitable. There are also reports currently available with the RX 6000 series GPUs from AMD of them being extremely efficient around the 8 mega hash per watt or 8 mega hash per watt range, which is right where you want to be between right now, 7 and 8 mega hash per watt to be competitive. Why are FPGAs not flooding the market completely? Well, that is primarily due to the fact that FPGAs are more difficult to get a hold of. I'm currently working on getting an example for you guys of how this all goes together, but FPGAs require you to assemble the card, and in most cases, that assembly is done by a third party. For example, like someone like Sapphire. So this is kind of like how FPGAs are still not fully flooding the market. There are reports, of course, of ASICs coming on to KASPA, but to me, the website currently that is advertising them looks like a scam because it says it would also mine Ergo, and I just don't see a practical creation of an ASIC that would mine Ergo, which is a memory intensive algorithm, and mine KASPA and or mine KASPA. It's not a dual mining setup like you would do with the GPU. So I have questions about that. FPGAs, I can confirm. Is it profitable on GPUs? Yes. Should you mine it on GPUs? Well, there are some better options. And if you want to know about those better options, I will be talking about those later today as well over on sonofatech.locals.com. Links will be down in the description. So you can mine it. It is technically profitable at 10 cents a kilowatt hour. It's something to take a look at. Now, do you have to worry about the price dumping soon? Well, you know, that it could be a legitimate worry, especially if we take a look at the rich list. Now, the rich list here we have up is not near as bad as you would expect. So here's the rich list for KASPA, and it is on the kaspawiki.net. So the community here is not trying to hide anything. They're posting everything publicly. You can see it all. We do have in the top spot a wallet that holds 2% of the total supply, which isn't too terrible. And we do have 1.23% of the total supply there. Now, of the top 1,000, 67, that holds 67% of the KASPA. I think that needs to be dispersed a little bit more, but keep in mind, KASPA is very early now. Very, 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 very early right now. So as of November 9th, 2022, this is the entire list if you guys want to go take a look at it and the current stats. The going to a penny, right, could make, of course, the top wallet want to sell, because at that point, if you have essentially 300 million times 1 penny, that would put you at basically being a millionaire. You pretty much anybody that is over 100 million at over a penny is, or even currently at the current price, is now a millionaire, which is crazy. And I did say a long time ago that KASPA would be the millionaire maker. I kind of saw this coming, and it is distinctly different from most of the other projects that you're seeing. Why? Because it has pedigree in the developers. It's built from the ground up. It's not a fork. That's what I mean by built from the ground up. It has a specific use case, which is going to be speed of transactions, and it is moving forward and making notable improvements day by day. This isn't one that I would want to skip out on, and I'm glad I got in early. So thank you guys. I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of everything that's going on with KASPA. Of course, full bias here. I am a pre-exchange miner, meaning that I mined KASPA before it was on any exchange. Yes, that's my full bias, just so you're aware. Other than that, I've given you my arguments for why KASPA is technically sound. I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Do we have a risk of a dump? Currently, yes, I would say that there is a risk of a dump, so pay attention to that. And apologies for the dog in the background. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like, comment, subscribe, and notification bells down below, and I will see you next Tuesday. For additional content that also goes into more opinionated pieces surrounding the politics around crypto, make sure you check out sonofatech.locals.com. There you can become a member for free, or even choose to support for basically additional content at $5 a month. It's helping me stay alive through the crypto winter.